I want you to get together.
Now I see the demonic clowns a lot. Spy Kids, Death Note, the movie called Clown. Yeah, that's an obvious one. Scooby Doo, absolutely. Dark City is the movie. Yeah, yeah. Once you know the theory, you can't unsee it. Unfortunately, you realize, yeah, they're kind of all over the place and always have been all over the place. That's for sure. But it's a symbol, and symbols are meant to be used to represent certain things. That's why I'm under the impression, if you haven't heard me say years before already, but the 2016 clown sightings, because the media picked up on them and put it out there, that tells me they want us to see this, which tells me that the clown was representing something in terms of a symbolic message. And I think in context to what the creepy clown sightings was, it's probably saying, okay, so the Nephilim, or at least their spirits in some way, are manifesting into our reality more now. Or they're going to start manifesting into bleeding into our world more now. The veil may be getting thinner, and the Nephilim are going to start peeking through, or you're going to start seeing more clownish behavior because more people are going to start being possessed by the Nephilim more easily. Something like that. It was a symbol, it was a message to do with the Nephilim suddenly appearing and scaring people. It wasn't about people dressing like clowns, creeping people out. That was the cover story, just to get the symbol out, the message to the masses who are trained in those symbols in secret societies, So, and since that day, since 2016, the world has become a lot more clownish, ridiculous, outrageous, and I think a lot more people are manifesting demonic traits more than ever. I think that veil did get a lot thinner from that day. So maybe that was the message. Um, in Doctor Sleep, there's a gang of shining vampires that feed off human energy. Interesting. Totally off topic. Have you ever thought that Mr. Blobby from Noel's house party is similar to a clown? Mr. Blobby acts the fool like a jester clown. And many friends thought he was creepy. I thought Mr. Blobby was creepy too. His voice is terrifying. Absolutely, it's awful. It's. Have you ever seen Powerpuff Girls? Right, if you're from that a millennial like myself, and grew up watching Cartoon Network, there was a character in there called Him, which was the devil, basically, with like lobster claws and wore cross dress, was like a transvestite as well, and Him's voice was a man and a woman speaking simultaneously, so it created this discordant, horrible noise when they spoke, which was just really creepy. And that's Mr. Blobby's voice, but he speaks gibberish rather than English. But it's the same thing. It's a male and a woman's voice mashed together at the same time, and it creates this demonic noise, this gurgle out of his mouth when it speaks. This ear splitting awfulness, and again, as an adult, I think it's pretty damn creepy. But as a child, I mean, what impact did that have on me as a child and other children? They always roll them out like, "Oh, it's for the kids. Isn't this funny for the kids? It's harmless." Is it? Is it harmless? I don't think so. It's disturbing. At its worst. Like it's not good anyway. But yeah, thanks for reminding me of Mr. Blobby. For the Americans out there, if you don't know what Mr. Blobby is, um, it was a comedy character created with the sole purpose of being the most annoying thing ever. But it kind of started rolling off on its own and became super popular in Britain when I was a child in like the 90s. And it's this monster here. Let me just share the screen with you. This is the monster I'm talking about. This is Mr. Blobby. And it started off as just an ancillary side character on this like child's program, and it became a Britain-wide phenomena. Like, and it was everywhere. It became a British icon. But like I said, it had this disturbing voice. Just look it up, go watch a video. But it was so disturbing, the voice, and look at this thing. What a monster! You're looking back with the Nephilim clown theory. This is probably what they actually would have looked like. Something like this, It's kind of human, but not quite. amphibious serpent-like rounded weird features with polka dot psychedelic patterns all over the skin, a creepy human red-lipped wide mouth, but with this wide serpentine maw which is not human at all, a weird deformed rhino-fibered nose of some kind, this version here. Like it's and these big bulging glowing eyes, they're glowing green here. I don't know. It's yeah, creepy. Thanks for bringing up Mr. Blobby. Yeah, that one. If your child, if you're from Britain, I hope your childhood has just got ruined with what I just said. I really do. Yeah, it's about time, eh? Yeah, Mr. Blobby, what a nightmare. What a true look at this one. Look at this perfectly nightmarish visage of it here. Like, yeah, that's enough of that. Um, but yeah, like I said, sensation at the time. A real big deal when it first came on. Is he stood on a checkerboard floor there in that image? Is that what's going on here? The Mr. Blobby memorabilia. Yeah, yeah. Probably a creation of the craft. It seems like it. One of their symbols that they've made again as a joke to all of us. All the children venerating this Nephilim demon creature that we created for them. Ha 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 ha, isn't it funny? The stupid, unwashed, profane masses not understanding what they're truly doing. The usual, what do you call that? Duper's delight. I bet they were full of that. I bet they love that. Yeah, creepy one. That was a creepy one. Thanks for the blast from the past there.
I want you to get together.